Hi, everyone. We're the L'Oreal team. First of all, thank you for Hannah, who's joining us today, and those are on Zoom. This is Faye, Faisal, Fatima, Reju, and I'm Sapir, and these are our favorite L'Oreal Luxe's products. Yeah. This is today's agenda, so you have a lot to expect. As you can see, L'Oreal Luxe as a brand as an extensive brand portfolio, and this is like L'Oreal Luxe's luxury division for L'Oreal. L'Oreal is divided into three categories, but first of all, I want to ask you a question. Did you purchase L'Oreal Luxe's products, like ever in your life?
Yes.
Of course, me too. Did you purchase during Black Friday or November sales? Yeah, right. Nice promotions. So, as I mentioned, L'Oreal Luxe is channel. There are three channels for L'Oreal Luxe. The first is D2C, direct to consumer, which is their own retail stores. The next one is digital, which it's their own e-commerce store. The last one is retail, which they are partnership with retail partners like Sephora, Macy's, Nordstrom, and more. Although we didn't have access to data, we had interviews with leading positions, and we learned more about L'Oreal Luxe's decision making regarding promotions. We learned that their target goal is sales, sales, sales. And this is why they are doing frequently promotion in order to reach their target goal, sales. For example, you can find their ideal promotion for each channel. For D2C, they are doing even promotion for like friends and family and evergreen strategies. For digital, they are doing buy one, get one and site-wide sales. For digital, for retail, it's a bit complex. Retail, they are doing their own promotion, but still L'Oreal Luxe, they are doing a promotion, a collaboration with them once in a while, or if they want to reach their target sales. Another insight is that we found that L'Oreal Luxe is leveraging AI tools and Power BI, but not when it comes to promotion. They're still relying on historical sales data that you can find in Excel sheets. Now, Reju will explain our problem and vision.
Thank you, Sabir. So now comes to the problem part, and L'Oreal Luxe seeks to maintain its leadership in the luxury beauty market by balancing the brand exclusivity and the promotion while driving the sales across both online and offline channels. And to achieve this goal, here are the questions it met. First of all, the fragmented data. L'Oreal Luxe lacks an unified view of its historical promotion and sales data, and it hinders its strategic decisions. Secondly, the missed opportunity. Without data-driven insights, the potential sales opportunity are being to be missed, and it leads to the loss of the revenue and even in the market share. And finally, as managing the promotion across the online and offline channels generates so many operational complexity, it delays the decision-making process, which affects the agility required to compete in such a kind of current dynamic market. In this case, come to our vision part to support the L'Oreal Luxe in optimizing its promotions in its product promotion. A strategy is proposed to integrating the AI and the machine learning into their product promotion. And we plan to do it through an AI readiness checklist and a how-to guide. By giving that, we are aiming to equip the L'Oreal Luxe with a sustainable solution for balancing the commercial success and brand exclusivity. And next, we will move to Fatima, and she will start the problem for us. Oh, sure, that's the solution part for us.
Thank you, Raju. So yes, we talked about the problem and L'Oreal Luxe's current state. Well, for our solution, our group proposes that L'Oreal Luxe leverages and maximizes their already existing Power BI system so that they can see more real-time insights and make targeted promotions in their decision making. So I'll leave it now to Faisal to explain how we want to do this with Power BI.
So why is it Power BI? Why we highly recommend for Loyalax to use Power BI? The first one is we understand that it's really hard for a traditional company to implement a new initiative, especially for something that they didn't understand, they didn't have the capabilities of. For example, this Power BI using very machine learning and AI stuff, but because it is an existing tools, it's really easy because to implement because it has lower costs and it speeds up the adoption because everyone has it on their computer. And the second one is really scalable based on the investment level that Loyalax has for this specific investment. So we could talk about this, about how adjustable it is later on the how to guide, but it's really, you can use pre-trained model, you can use your own model and integrate it with Power BI. And lastly, we want to introduce how to use the data to empower proactive decision making instead of reactive to what the market trend is, so they could like understand what the market is needed right now and um, decide what kind of promotion that is best at a given time. So based on this reason, we want to solve several challenges that faced by the Loyalax today. So we want to integrate the data from various sources, from various format, from different partners, from inside, from the outside, and we want to centralize and create the single source of truth for everyone and present it to all stakeholders, including the high level managers, including the day-to-day decision maker, so they can make and build better decision making in terms of promotion. The second one is we want, when the data is integrated, we want to see the relationship between the data, how we can see more complex problem solve it by using, seeing the correlation, seeing is there any cannibalization between the promotion or overlapping between the promotion. And the next one is because we are currently relying on Excel sheets. The problem is it's really hard to get better insight when the data is growing and is prone to error. And there's some advancement in generative BI when we could use natural language to talk with our data and generate visualization and insight based on our data that we have. And lastly, to answer several high level questions like what kind of promotion that is best doing in at a given time, we need a machine learning model to retrieve advanced insight. And now we're gonna see one by one how Power BI can solve this problem. So the first one is when we want to integrate data, multiple data sources with multiple formats, Power BI can easily integrate data with what you have now, for example, the Excel sheets, but then later on it could be integrated with a database, a SQL database, or maybe like an API from a website. So it it could be the bridge between all of the formats and all of the sources and then easily presentable for all of the stakeholders. And you could see this is a daily data that we have. Um, Basically, when we integrate the data, we could see the general trend, a whole trend, what is happening in the market today. Is it the promotion problem? Is it the store problem? And we could act accordingly based on that. The next one is we could see how the strategy between the channel related to each other. For example, on the left side, we could see how a promotion could cannibalize to each other. If the one of the promotion becoming green, which means that the revenue is increasing, but the others are red, which means it's decreasing, it means there is a cannibalization on that promotion. We expect to see that when something is green, the other one is being like in the middle or something, so that we could avoid being the waste of budget by removing the cannibalization on the promotion side. So all of this could be happening with when the data is integrated. And this is how generative BI works. Basically, it could transform the natural language to a query to database and then generate insights, and how easy it is for a stakeholder, for high level managers to use when they need to generate insights from their data that they have. And then for the day-to-day person that make decision making for the promotion, it's also useful as well. They could see queries related to promotions. And lastly, so this is just a demo data again, but we could see how promotion impacted to each others, and how what kind of features that are really important in terms of generating sales with machine learning models. And it's hard for a company that doesn't have machine learning engineers working for specific problems. They could use pre-trained models that are available in Power BI, and then later on, when Lorelax want to invest more in machine learning, they could build their own and then integrate it to the existing Power BI system. So we're gonna move to the future set, like the benefit of using it for Lorelax, and Fatima will discuss about it.
Thank you. So we talked about Power BI's capabilities. Now imagine a future state where L'Oreal Luxe goes from being reactive to a proactive leader in the luxury beauty space. First, with a unified data ecosystem for better visibility, we can see brands that previously relied on fragmented Excel data sheets, like we talked about. Now they can reduce their data consolidation and reporting time by up to 50%. And that's a lot on time savings. Second, we can see increased profitability with their predictive planning. And according to research we found from McKinsey and Co., companies such as L'Oreal Luxe can actually increase their sales ROI from 10 to 20% through this cross-channel synergy. Meaning, when you see more cross-channel synergy, you have a lot of alignment across promotional channels and less cannibalization. So instead of competing and not knowing what, say, the other promotion channel is doing, you can actually complement each other on the different promotion channels. We also see a 3 to 15% uplift in revenue through the data-driven decision making. Now, to further understand the strategy on how we want to achieve this, I'll leave it to Faye.
Thank you, Fatima. So to substantialize the desired outcomes that Fatima mentioned earlier, using our Power BI solution, our proposed strategy are the AI readiness checklist and the how-to guide. It really is about how to get there. So the detailed version of this checklist and the how-to guide is in the report. But as an overview, the checklist itself is to identify gaps for better seamless integration in the future. It focuses on 5 key areas, which are strategic alignment, resources, knowledge, culture, and data, with its own main factors and organizational necessities statements that are tailored to L'Oreal Luxe work environment and culture mainly. So firstly, obviously, aligning the use cases for data and AI adoption is critical. In this case, for L'Oreal Luxe, it is refining promotion strategies, such as optimizing calendar plans or creating personalized experiences. But the key here really is strong leadership in terms of creating or setting clear objectives, understanding AI values, and also securing support from top management buy-in. AI definitely has ongoing resources, mainly such as investment in consistent investment in pilot projects, talent skills, and especially infrastructure that scales through the 13 brands in L'Oreal Luxe as technology evolves. For knowledge, meaning offering AI tailored and focused training so that employees can use AI tools, also understand how it aligns with the marketing goals. And of course, keeping in mind at the same time data privacy, security protocols to be at the front of the mind to protect the brand's asset. Culture, especially, we have to understand that AI has to be a complement to the work environment and the existing workflow, not to disrupt them. So culture of collaboration, experimentation is really important at adopting AI that in a way align with the brand standards. And lastly, data, it's really important that it's accessible, well organized, clean. It's really the backbone of any AI strategy. And obviously, we have to understand that strong, high quality data will give a better AI insights. Next, once ready, so it's how to integrate it. Our how-to guide really look at it in three approach phases. So the first phase is really about testing the waters. It's using a basic data, spreadsheets for quick wins, and it's where Copilot in the Power BI are introduced early in the process for users to use and generate insights through queries for small wins, tangible successes. And second, scaling phase. It's where you can see the success already, but you want to scale it up. More advanced utilities such as predictive analytics are being used to help forecast sales and identify trends. And it's also where you connect it through other data sources like Google Drive for more consistency in data and better insights in the future, as well as how teams across more teams are using the platforms. For the third part, systematic phase, this is where Power BI and AI insights are embedded in our day-to-day process and operations as a company-side system. And it's really where everything are used and not fully rely on, but to help in the decision-making process quicker. In conclusion, embedding the innovative tools really not only would help L'Oréal Luxe to be a leader in the luxury market, but especially to optimize their operation with smarter promotion decision, and especially to be a good example for data-driven creativity and customer-centric excellence in the luxury beauty market. Thank you so much. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.